GMB Panthers is more than an ice hockey team. It's about passion. It's about striving to do your best. If you do your best, you'll end up giving value for money. The fans pay good money to watch us play ice hockey. That's why we have to do our best every game. The louder the roar, the bigger the score.
They play a pretty passive penalty kill, okay, really quite passive in the zone, so, and on their forecheck, so we got to come at them with speed once we get in the zone, quick puck movement, and they play back, so we got to try and twist the box on Tess's unit and your unit. Bruce, you guys had a pop out, and I liked what I saw yesterday with Molly rotating up and doing that. That was good. Strong side point coverage. We had a little bit of trouble with this last time we played them, and we talked about it before.
If I had a title on the door, it would be the GM. Gary Moran, the general manager, but truth of the matter is the G doesn't stand for general, it stands for grief manager, because what you do in this job is you just fight fires all the time. There's always a problem, there's always a complaint, and the highs balance with the lows, I'll be honest with you. But it gets harder and harder to make that balancing act work and what have you. But we're getting good plaudits this year and bouquets from all around the league, from people saying actually they're doing it right in Nottingham off ice and what have you. And as long as Corey and the boys do it right on ice, everyone will be happy.
Here we go, come on in. Every single guy in this dressing room wants 2 points, because if we get 2 points tonight, we're in second place, and then we finish the year on a positive note, and we're ready for a great 2009. So let's, stick together and we'll get the 2 points tonight, boys. But we got to work hard and we got to stick together and support each other, and it'll be fine. Good shot. Eh? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. When Tess is on the ice, okay, he's coming. They're double swinging, okay. Tess is on.
Well, I had a taste of it last year under Mike Ellis, and I really enjoyed it. And Corey asked me if I'd be interested in doing it again, and obviously I was really excited. And I can't thank him enough for giving me an opportunity. And I just feel like I'm learning every day. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm quite confident in myself. So yeah, just really good. Really enjoying it. So.
I know some people don't believe it, but I'm not hands-on with the team, and I never have been. I haven't picked a player since I was the assistant under-12s coach for the Nottingham Juniors about 15 years ago. You know, I mean, Corey will ask me, what do you think of so-and-so, what do you think of so-and-so, when he's trying to sign players and what have you. But we do honestly say it's the coach's job to put the team together. And Corey gets help from his senior player, Bruce Richardson. And they know what they want to achieve and what have you. If it was down to Gary Moran to pick the team, we would have a team of Graham Gardens and Ross Lamberts and Jimmy Keys, and with the odd Barry Nycar thrown in, you know, because I like blue-collar ice hockey players. I understand why you have your skilled players and what have you to electrify the crowd and what have you. It'll never ever be proven one way or the other, but I actually think a team of blue-collar workers would win the league.
I just think anytime, you know, I can get out there and give the guys a boost, or, you know, like this year I've fought like at the start of a game like 4 or 5 times, and it's kind of rare. Like I'd never really done that before. Like, I remember a guy, I don't know if you would know him, his name was Tony Twist, and I played against him. I played against him I think 2 games in the NHL. Never fought him though, but I remember seeing his fight tape one time, and he was breaking guys' faces, like literally breaking their cheekbones and everything in every fight. So he was one guy I was like, ooh.
When do we go warm up then? How long we got?
How long we got, Gary?
That's cool.
You've got 25 minutes.
So warming.
Yeah. 25 minutes for Adam to put his suit on.
Ready to go, coach?
Yes, coach. Yeah. I'm always ready. Born ready. Eh?
I know you're mentally ready. Are you physically ready?
I'm a little sore. Careful. You're on TV.
You just got punked! Anyway.
What's that?
Yeah.
No, but we should have said this. We should say Corey's not playing. Oh, we done it right.
Hoorah!
What is that for?
Oh, now you're wrapping skates. Good job, goalie.
No,
Clarky! Cookie! Wally! Picture time! Yeah.
nice battle.
Go, Joe! That's a great return, Joe! I didn't want you to know. No, you did. Yeah, he's out of here! He's out of here! What?
We operate the J&B Panthers basically with Corey and the players and an equipment manager who helps run the bench down there. There's a freelance selling sponsorship on commission basis. And off ice, there's Sarah and there's me full time. And we're involved in it 24/7. But we also get fantastic help from our volunteers and people that dip in and out of the show.
Started this association with the Panthers about 1981. I got a phone call out of the blue from Gary Keywood. He was on about he was forming an ice hockey team, and And I thought, well, I don't know what the hell this is all about, I'm sure, but he said, could you pop up and see me and have a chat? And I was a little bit suspicious because I'd never heard of these people at all. Anyway, I goes up to his factory on Alfreton Road, hosiery place, which I think Dwayne Keywood still runs, by the way. I had a nice chat with him. I was a little bit suspicious, but I thought, well, we'll give it a go, see what happens. To be honest with you, I was a little bit edgy. I thought, well, these people, I'm not going to get paid for doing the job. It was an amateur setup. Charlie Walker, who was running the show then when Charlie Walker eventually sold up and Neil Black bought it, and then it was kind of really professional. Gary Moran took the job over full time, and it really, you know, he's just a professional guy, and it's run like a professional club. That's how we've progressed throughout the years, really.
It keeps me on my toes, and we have a good working relationship. Plenty of banter flying around as well, but yeah, it works. And I think we get a good programme out, and it's a good production, and you know, it works.
Well, from the start, Gary he's always been okay with me, and you can't fault the guy. He knows that deadlines in printing industry, because he's been a newspaper man. He knows that deadlines are deadlines, so you know that he won't let you down, and it runs really smoothly.
I know the programme's designed at the beginning of the year, and then it's just slotting into the holes of the new pages. You're getting articles sent in by regular contributors like Hugh Stanley, who's a fantastic contributor. He's been doing it since the start, and then it comes through the email, and it's a lot easier now than when I first started. I used to hand set it all, which was a lot of hard work and more tedious, but now it's a lot easier, and it just comes in, script it into the pages, and pictures to go with it. Again, pictures are far easier, far better. You're dealing with people like Dave Page, professional photographer, as opposed to the old days where I had to scan the pictures in and they weren't the best quality and that type of thing.
People like Val selling the bricks in the wall at games, programme sellers, 50-50 sellers, Wendy and David who organised the 50-50, the goal judges, the timekeepers bench. These are the volunteers that make the show work, and without them, we'd be in a mess. But off ice, there are certain people that really, really help you. Patricia Maltby comes in and does some bookkeeping for me on a very, very, once a week basis. And her husband Patrick.
Well, a couple of years ago, Gary felt that the programme sales weren't reaching the potential, so he asked me to come and help. We changed things here and there, got it right the first year, and this year has been a real success story with the super crew we've got in the programme. Of course, any good selling crew is no good unless you've got a good product to sell. And we, Nottingham, have got the best product in the business. The Match Night magazine, it entertains, it informs, and it makes money for the Panthers. That makes our job worthwhile.
My name's Sarah Longdon, and I'm the secretary for the Nottingham Panthers, and I've been with the club now for 11, 12 years.
Sarah's been with me a long time. Last week I found out she was going to the doctors. Woke up in the middle of the night in a panic and thought perhaps she was pregnant and expecting, and then she'd be leaving. Turned out she only had a cold, and I was really happy and bought her a bunch of flowers because she had a cold, because that meant she wasn't going to be going on maternity leave. She is vital. She's the bee's knees. She's just spot on. She's been with us a long time, so she knows how things work. She knows how minds work, and she knows what the situation is as well. And she knows when to draw the line in the sand.
Sometimes with all the fans ringing up, a lot of them offer birthday photos and just general inquiries really, and I mean it makes the job quite interesting because it's not the same thing repeating over and over again. You know that each day is going to be different for you. You're speaking to new people all the time. I mean, I've been with the club for a lot of years, so I actually get people ringing me up saying, "Oh, Sarah," and like half the time I don't realise who they actually are. So. And
she takes a lot of pressure off a lot of people, and people don't realise it. And woe betide anyone who tries to give her any kind of attitude at any time, because they have to imagine they're giving it to me and the players, because Sarah's our girl.
What got you into watching the Panthers?
Bergen. Kevin Bergen.
Bergen.
There he is.
Super Kev. Super Kev. Super Kev. Super Kev. Super Kev. It's a bit like that.
There we go.
Absolutely brilliant that the players put the time out to come out and for the well, not only for myself but for the kids as well, for the families to come and meet them. I think it's brilliant.
I think it's great, yeah. Managed to get around everybody and a couple of conversations out of them as well, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I always love it. We'll come down here whenever they do it. It's a brilliant night.
No, I mean, I love seeing the kids coming along and then asking for an autograph and for a photo, like, and you just see their faces and stuff like that. And I mean, it's no big deal to us at all. I mean, it's just great for us to interact with them. So,
like the fans come and pay their good money to come and see us and stuff. It's only nice that they come and meet us, and we're more than happy to sign stuff for them. And
there's a reason why it's so successful here, and why players back home are going to giving good words about a team like this, like Nottingham, and anytime you get you're in this kind of situation for a hockey player, you enjoy it, and I am this year.
Hey, we live Bruce to take all the credit all the time. He loved it.
Did you guys see Bruce's fan club on Facebook? You should check it out.
Good game. How's it going?
Good, you?
I'm doing well. You having a good night?
Really good night.
That's good.
Hey,
shirt.
Thanks. You too. I love it. Hey, no, seriously, what does it mean for the fans to be part of this, something like that tonight, to be around them?
You know what? I think it's great. I think it gives us a chance to see the faces and see the people that support us, and I think for them it's also good because they get a chance to put a face to a name and see the guys that they cheer for on the ice. So these events are great, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
What does it mean, you think, for the fans to be part of it, something like that, and be around the players? Because I know in football they don't do that.
No, I think that's the difference between ice hockey and football, is that the players get to spend a lot more time with the people that come to watch them and cheer them on every week in, week out, and I think it's great that they get the chance to socialise with us, and it's also great for us to get to know them a little better too.
I'm here with we call them the young gun, the young puppies. They're two young guys, Mr. Norton and Mr. Bully. What do you think? What does it mean for the fans, to be part of this tonight?
I just think it's really enjoyable for him, because basically I remember when I was a youngster, and obviously I've grown up being a Nottingham supporter as well, going to the fans night and meeting the players, seeing the heroes is a big thing, and getting their autographs as well. It's really nice thing to do.
To get this close, you can't do this in any other sport. Football you can't do it in. The footballers don't want to really know the fans, and it's great that the fans can come up and talk to the players and just interact with them all the time.
Simon, thank you very much. And Kevin Bergen, number 25, wants to ask Simon a question.
I want to ask you, Simon, why does everybody call you Tony Soprano in Nottingham now?
There's only a couple of people that call me that. One of them's you, and probably the other one's Bruce. So thanks a lot.
Thanks, Simon.
I think it's absolutely amazing to be part of the team, and it's great to get to know the players and to talk to them and see how they feel about the fans. Amazing, absolutely.
Well, that was David Clark. Again, my favorite. No, I can't say that because Kevin Bergen will be upset, but one of my favorite, and probably one of the best Brit ever, eh? No?
Danny Myers.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, he's number 5 in my book, but he's number 1 in my heart.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Well, I'm here live with Kevin Bergen, getting to know his fans. It's always fun. Hey, Kevin, what does it mean for the fans to be able to play that with you?
Well, I'm not helping much right now. They're doing all the answering because it's all British questions.
Well, I could see that you're facing the ladies, but you're turning your back to the. So, is it because you want that, or it's just the way it is?
It's plain luck, coincidence, buddy, coincidence.
And seriously, no. But is it a big difference being the wife of a coach, and last year you were the wife of a player?
Seriously, it's a lot different. Yes.
Why is that?
He's more stressed out, there's a lot more going on, and he's not as much fun because he's worried all the time because we have to win.
That's what I like. That means he's a good coach. Thanks, Joanne.
Bruce Richardson, but someone again. Bruce Richardson, but someone one more time. Bruce Richardson, but someone.
Oh, we're gonna go to the arena right now. It's a little bit early today just because my son Blake is playing hockey from 8:30 to 9:30 with actually Corey Nielsen, the coach. They're going on the ice, so while they're going on the ice, we get ourselves ready for the game tonight. We basically get the game plan ready, we talk and have a little meeting before all the players come in at 10, make sure they're awake. We have a little meeting, talk about the other team tonight. Nottingham, when I came here, I heard some great thing. You know, when Corey was trying to recruit me, he was telling me about Nottingham and the organization, and I made some research with some players that played here in the past. One of my friends that's in Montreal, Vezio Sacratini, played in England for so many years, and he told me that if you want to play in England, this is the place you want to play. You know, he told me it was a great rink, was great fans, but yeah, he told me that, but you have to see it from your own eyes. So we are gonna pull up at the rink here in the back. I got my partner in the back, my son. He's gonna go open the gate there. Hey, Blake? And we'll get to the rink. Corey should be there too. The coach with his son. So we're gonna be going in the office and doing some hockey nerd. You have to get the guys ready and make sure that what you're gonna do tonight, it's the right decision. It can make a difference from winning or losing the game. But being the assistant coach, I'm basically the in-between between the head coach and the players to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Hey. Are you gonna open the door? Here. Green light. Open. It's open, buddy. Pull. And when you grow up and you're talking about having your kids, you're like, oh, I hope my kid is going to play hockey. I hope he's going to like it. And everything that I prayed for, it happened. He loves hockey. He's passionate. So we're going to go into the rink right now, get Blake ready for the big practice. Oh, look. We got the two here.
Well, we didn't need a partner.
We got Coach Nielsen.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, remember on the passenger.
Getting ready.
Well, we didn't need a practice.
The door's open there, Corey?
Door's open, my friend. Wonderful morning.
You're on TV. Because you guys are so good. It's the NHL that sent him. They want to see you. I guess we got to send the tape back home in North America. They want to see you and Blake play today.
Why?
Don't be bush.
So that because I guess you guys are good.
Can we have a fight?
No. No. Want to get dressed? I just love it to go at 8 in the morning, go to the rink, and getting him dressed and getting him on the ice, because I know he likes it. He loves it. He loves coming to the game, you know. And it's the same thing. The other one is young a little bit, but I see him, like, we're here, it's all about hockey. They want to play hockey or football or sports. It doesn't have to be, but they want to be sports, and that's the most important thing I'm trying to teach my kid. That, you know, I want them to be outside to play and get involved and get going a little bit, not be in front of TV. So I'm so proud of seeing that and going and seeing that, and also being around and watching him play. It's fun. See, the way I dress him, the same way I dress myself. I think the season's going well. I think we made a lot of progress for this year, a lot of new faces, a new coach, new players, new imports. It takes a time to adjust, but I think we did a really good job.
Sometimes I take over and take his chair. I look cool.
Don't punch me. Don't punch me. Whatever you do.
You know I would never do that to you. You loaned a house to Basing stuff?
What's that? Yeah, I loaned a house this morning.
That's good, eh?
Yeah, it's really good for him.
Good for him, man.
You know, it is quite difficult. I was talking to Ryan Smear last season. He was like, well, it's one of the hardest jobs because you have to prepare exactly the same as like a starting goalie, just on the off chance that you might get to play, knowing full well there's probably like 97% chance you're not going to be playing that all that weekend. But you still have to do the same routine, you still have to eat the same, you still have to train the same. Mentally prepared, that's the hardest thing. You still have to do exactly the same, just in case.
And we stand next to each other at every game, and we always have a good crack with each other. We always bet what's for dinner that night, and I always win. That also makes him really jealous and adds towards his little anger problem. Bless his little cotton socks, he just wants to be like me.
With Richie up front, he just adds so much more value as a defenseman.
He's so good defense. Like I told you that at the beginning.
He's right up there in our top. Like these guys are all, they're all the same.
Oh yeah.
He's not like he was supposed to come in as our fifth guy. And he's come in as very good.
Like he moves, like he skates so well.
He's got great skills. Eh?
He moves like a lot of time. He never stops. Behind the net, you notice that too. Like it's rare that he stops. Like he always keep going
and set up.
Yeah.
So well, some guys can. He seems to. I think because he's a forward, he's learned to think fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, Corey gave me a lot of tasks and got me involved, and like he listens to me when I talk, and he really, I think we make a good team because of that.
What number is Ed? 6?
Yep.
Eric, that I called him yesterday.
Eric, is that a permanent marker? No, eh?
No.
Okay. He's really good head on the power play there. Great attitude too, eh?
Yeah, I saw you chat with him. You were just going over the playbook.
Well, yeah, I was explaining to him a little bit. Being on the ice, I thought it was easier to explain it to him, and he was asking me questions.
If you're looking for a player, like in the summer or in the middle of the season, it's the same procedure. You know, the coach lets the agents know he's in the market. He'll even tell his teammates, and they'll tell their mates. And you know, you put your feelers out. You know, I've got dozens of agents over the years have been in touch with me here. And they still send you emails, they still send their lists, and I just forward them to Corey and what have you. I'll be honest with you, our last signing this season was Ed Hill, and I don't know where he first came from. I called in to see Corey and Bruce one day at Corey's house, and they had a list of about 27 D-men that were possible targets. And we went down, and I said, well, where are these guys? And half of them were in jobs. I said, well, they're under contract, guys, you know. Yeah, but they want to come. Okay, well, whatever, leave it with you.
Stop now, check now. You've got that fax?
Yeah, okay. Good, yeah. Yeah, signed, sealed, delivered, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to go with it in the press on Monday. A few weeks ago, there was a rumour we were linked with such and such a player. Well, he was way out of our price scale. Way, you know, yeah. And someone was trying to make mischief, if you like, by saying that we were trying to sign this player. They were just trying to put our guys in the room off and put them on edge, you know. But it was a non-starter. The guy was, you know, earning 3 times as much elsewhere and under contract. It was just mischief. But we attract that mischief because people are jealous of us and they're frightened of us and they're paranoid about us in some places, you know. And it goes with the turf, unfortunately.
When you built a team, like I said, from different country, you're always worrying about different culture and things like that. And when we got here, it was first thing this summer when I signed, I had Danny Myers calling me and didn't know the guy. He called me. So I turn on, like I answer the phone, it's Danny Meyer. I want to welcome you to Nottingham and you know, we'll have a good team and things like that. And when I got here, you know, I heard some good things, and David Clark was already helping me from back home through some friend about schooling and my son playing football and hockey, to just show the kind of person. So when I got here, you know, Danny was named captain and Clarky and Matt Meyer, and I think they did a really good job on bringing that team together. You know, we all did it, you know, because we all put our ego aside for one reason, to win a championship. You know, we're one, we're a team, and I think that's the most important thing. You know, if you have guys going in a different direction, it's not going to happen. Good teams have great person and great chemistry.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Absolutely no fucking excuse.
No one's stopping us today, boys.
New shirts, eh?
We roll.
Let's go, Bruce. Yeah?
Come on here, boys.
First show tonight.
Come on, boys. We set the tone in our own rink, eh? We set it here.
Hey, we go
Let's
back
go.
to 4 or 8. What do we want? We need 4 points behind or 8 points behind. That's our chance. That's it.
Come on, boys.
Let's go.
Every time we can get the red and dump in first period. Let's dump it in and fucking run their knee.
Fucking right.
You only got 4. Let's go.
Hey, how many times we're gonna say, don't give it to the goalie, soft up, chip, corner, go. If the goalie wants to go in the corner in the first period, first couple of shifts, hey, put him on his ass. We'll take it 2 minutes. We'll kill it. Okay? You'll see we'll go in the corner and get the puck after. Let's do it tonight, guys. It's our show. It's our house. It's our puck. Come on.
Leave the fucking ref alone no matter who he is, hey boys? We don't need fucking, these guys are awful.
Saturday night at home?
Just fucking leave them alone.
Nothing better than a Saturday night at Nottingham, right?
Where else would rather be, boys?
It's a winner, boys.
Saturday night at home. There's not a better place to be tonight.
Right. Race.
Yeah.
Huge. 4-pointer, boys.
Whoever gets us started right off the bat, a couple of hits, let them know we're in it.
Wow.
Oh, we may be in it. We may be in the champs.
What's that sign there?
$20.
Who's got 10 pounds? Whose line's been stuck?
Our line, but we're not starting.
Oh, so it's Cookie. Cookie or us? Or not, or who's starting?
What is it, Richie? Who's starting, Daddy? Who's starting?
Mizey.
Whoa!
Dump in change, boys. Dump in change. We're ready. Dump in change.
Hey, yo.
What? That's not bad. What? That's the game winner. Oh. From the start, eh, boys? From the start here. All over him. All over him.
Let's go, Mart.
Lay some hits. Lay some hits.
Darn.
Fucking boy, Clark.
Cookie. Score tonight, baby, on a streak.
Oh, it's official.
2 in a row.
He also said, I don't want him anywhere near the goalies.
You know.
But then you left.
I want my sticks and my saw when I get here.
Let's get this on camera.
Taped
Tess.
up and everything.
You saying that you cost me a chance in the NHL because you left.
Yes, I did. Sorry, Clarky. I'm apologizing in front of TV.
I can use this in court, eh?
Yeah, you can use it in court.
Official.
Honestly, it was a 50-goal year I was on Facebook. We went to Switzerland. Money chasing.
Yeah, no, I give it to Tess every day basically. We obviously Dan was here. What was it, about 3 seasons ago when Mike Blaisdell was here, and we formed a really good partnership. The season got off to a flyer. I think I was leading the league at the time, and for whatever reason, I'm sure there's 5,000-6,000 fans who will back me up on this. Tess decided to leave and go to Switzerland, and and unfortunately at the time I picked up an injury, and then my form dipped a little. Coach stopped liking me for whatever reason, didn't play me too much, and essentially the end of the season, it was probably my worst season to date here. And I always say to Tess, I say, if you had stuck around, I'd have ended up leading the scoring race, and I would have got my NHL deal that year, which maybe I wouldn't have got. But I always tell him so. And I always tell him if he was a little less unselfish and never went for all, for all that money in Switzerland, then I'd have been in a better position financially now. But no, it's more of a joke than anything. But the boys always jump on it and give him a hard time too. So yeah, I don't really hold it against him at all. But
like this. Okay, so let's say F1 is here, F2, F3. Okay, Tony's coming, number 9. He goes, he sees him, he goes and pick it up. No, just seriously, let me at least just listen, and just after that, it doesn't matter if I sit 10.
You
I feel comfortable. He goes, he follows him.
Looks
that
like
guy,
a pair of boobies.
He stays with him. If he keeps going, he stays with him. And F2 here, as soon as that...
F2, that's a winger, right?
Yeah.
Does he pick up their D?
Well, because sometimes we...
weird.
Me and you have a hard time F2, F3, because you think that's F2 and that's F3, and I think the opposite, so I just wanted to show it.
Yeah, then they pick up the D.
So basically, he comes
Weird.
out, now he switched.
Isn't that what we said the first...
Graffiti and...
Hey, let's make an airplane.
Medical equipment.
Let's make an airplane.
So what do you think?
I think that we should get the puck, dingle dangle past their D, and shoot and score.
You know what I think? I think we should score more goals than them. Like if they score 11, we should score 12.
Well, what about if they score 14?
Then we score 15.
So
you see where I'm going with that?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Can you record me? Kids, don't take drugs.
See? This is coaching.
Yeah.
This is how hard it is.
Oh!
So, what you're saying is, the centerman.
Not the centerman. F1.
F1.
We can't, he thinks we have to identify one guy, but it does. If I'm F1,
It's going to be F1, it's going to be the centerman.
Not all the time.
Of course it is. They're in a set breakout. They're in a set breakout. If we're in a set forechecking, that's how we do it.
It doesn't matter. I might be F2 or F3.
If they've stopped in front of their net, behind their net, are you not going to be the guy in front of it?
Not all the time. No, not all the time. It depends. Sometimes I'm last out of my zone. There's a change or something.
If they've stopped, even if Bergie's in front of the net, are you not going to tell him to move? Just say yes.
If I can, I'll
say yes.
No, I
Just
can't.
say
I
yes.
can't say yes because I can't.
I think that a centerman
Hello?
should be about here.
So I do everything from treating injuries, massage, injury prevention, rehab, general health and fitness, just anything to do with their bodies basically. I take care of that side of things.
I think that is the key to satisfaction.
An hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright mate, then
Back
they
and
can take
forth.
one machine, but I got to get everything ready for the
Yeah.
game, so
think that's
thanks
what we
dude.
wanna do.
That's
Cheers,
it
mate.
right there.
That's the game plan.
Seriously, why did they give me this job?
Told you. Dingle dangle, score. What more do you need to do?
Now all you need to do is get Bruce some sticks and you'd be the best trainer ever.
He's just had 3 brand new ones, so he has to ask,
They're
right?
talking about my stick, saying this, that, and after that, I go.
This is actually a nice stick. It's
I
nice
go.
and
I
rubbery.
make him a pass right in the slot.
Yeah.
It was this high up the ice. Did it land?
It did land.
Okay, come here. Where do you want it?
Okay. Yesterday, I make him a pass across. It wasn't on the tape, but if you're Corey Nielsen, even if it's not on tape,
You should be able to pick it up.
thank you. See, I didn't even notice this thing. So he's like this. I see him.
Sorry, we know how good you are, right?
Okay. You know what I try to make him understand?
This
If
is a
I'm on-
weapon, right?
Yeah.
If I'm on the ice, okay,
Yeah.
and I think Corey Nielsen is better than the 4 guys on the ice to get me an assist,
Yeah.
I will try to find him,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
or get a goal for my team. So I'm looking at Tess. For me, Tess, he's a lefty. So if I give him the puck, Tess, all the time, that guy as a PK, I'm a PK guy, and I'm a specialist in that. To his 2 passes, he
I don't know if
scored.
the cameras noticed, but Bruce is the biggest hockey nerd in the world.
5 on 3. I
He
get on
hasn't
the ice.
stopped.
Or, it was 2 goals.
He hasn't
2
taken a
goals.
breath.
Yeah.
He's
Should
been
I
here
be
this
on the
morning.
5 on 3?
Hey?
You're the best assistant ever.
Okay. So if that's my philosophy. It's not because it's Corey Nielsen, but if I'm on the ice with Nicholas Lindstrom, I'm gonna try to find Nicholas Lindstrom.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. I want you to have the puck. Okay.
Is he good?
So So basically, that's
Can
why
he toe drag? Like,
I gave you a pass here, and it went your shitty stick, and you look at me. I'm like, okay.
I was like, did I do this?
No, you didn't even do it. You just look at me kind of like I was a retard. That's okay. I know him. I don't care. But I'm like, maybe in my head for 2 seconds, I go, maybe if I go drop him right now, it's gonna look good. Just like when we did that, me and you, the two coach fighting.
Time he's on the ice, but just during the breakout sometimes.
What does he do? Is that what he does all the time?
Swing down. I don't know if he's going to go just. Yeah, just when he comes down deep and gets the puck.
He'll swing.
Yeah, he'll swing down low.
I'll talk to Corey, see what he thinks.
He's really quick when he take a step, like fake and then go around, like sideways.
Yeah.
He's so much quicker than me. When we do the first steps, when you go like all the way down to the ice.
Yeah.
It was like.
Do you like playing with him?
Yeah, it's good.
We're gonna go in my car. We're gonna go home. We're gonna have lunch. It's gonna be lunchtime, and that's it. After that, I'll play with the kids a little bit, hockey. After that, it's nap time for the game tonight. Tonight, I just have to worry about game preparation, basically, and right now I'm gonna go home. I always usually eat around 12:30. Gives me like 6.5 hours to digest my food and everything, so that I always eat the same thing, chicken and pasta, always. And it's been like that. It's what, my 12th or 13th year pro, 12th year I think, and it's been the same menu every game. So, and I'm fortunate my wife cooks it for me. Good wife. Blake, my two sons, they do the same thing. They eat with me, they take a nap. Well, actually, my youngest takes a nap, my oldest doesn't. And I take a 2-hour nap. Basically, it's just to relax a little bit, and get ready for the game, I guess. I think every hockey player in the world do that, I would say. It's rare I don't see anybody do a nap in the afternoon, so that's what we're gonna do. Wake up around 4. We usually have to be at a rink around 5, 2 hours before the game. Well, we have to be at the rink before 2 hours before the game. Michelle Robinson, the goalie, is going to come and pick me up around 4:15, so I wake up at 4. So I got 15 minutes to take a shower, get dressed, and get out. So I go quick out, get to the rink, and focus. I'm not focused, but I start thinking about the game and have a coffee and get ready, actually. And I don't have to deal with my stick and my skate. They're already done. Goody will sharp them. And after that, it's game time.
Hello, Ty.
This is my wife and my other crazy kid.
Dieu, il va filmer Ty. Have fun.
So basically, like I said, I'm lucky my wife for, 12 years? Been cooking me my meal every game. That's why.
Same thing.
Same thing, chicken, pasta. And the kids will eat spaghetti too because we gotta be ready, eh? And after that,
All sleep.
After, my oldest, Blake, he's 7 now. He's been born in that scenario. It's not like for 5 years he was back home and suddenly he moves, For him, it's an experience. It's a life experience, He's 7 and he's already lived in Germany, in the U.S., everywhere, and in England. I'm 31 and it's my first time in England. So I think for him, it's a really good learning experience. And the most important thing, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. The matter is that we're together, and I'm so lucky to have a family like that because they're supporting me in what I'm passionate about something that I love, because basically we do it for the love of the game because we don't get paid millions to do that. And I'm so fortunate to have that kind of family that are willing to do it. Him and Ty, my youngest one, are pumped to come to the game and see the Panthers and go to a different school. And for him, he thinks that he's making more friends. He had friends here in England, he had a friend in Germany, he has a friend in Montreal. So when he goes back to Montreal, everybody's happy to see him, so he feels cool, you know. But the team really helps in that scenario. You come here, you have a nice car, you have a nice house, and if you're happy off the ice, you're happy on the ice. And I think that's the most important thing.
Like everything that he's not allowed to do, he will do it.
They are the most important thing in my life.
One line out there, dump it in. I want D to go back. Forwards post, centerman, support that first pass. If it's not there and it goes to the wing, you blow. Other winger down, come underneath, make your triangle, attack all the way down the ice, shoot the puck. Okay, shoot the puck nice and high, other guys driving the net, all that crap. Okay, then I want you, D, make sure to get up on the play. Okay, then we'll spot you a second puck. We want D to come back. Basically just go D to D, get the line, cross corner dump. These guys, I want you to spread out, so make sure that there's lots of timing. D, back up, and then skate it. I want you to back up almost to the top of the circles, make your D to D, skate as far as you can, cross corner dump. Forwards, get your timing down so you're attacking and getting that puck. Other guys drive at the net, releases behind, okay, and the other guy kind of filling in, get into a pocket, and we'll play out that just for a couple seconds. So you guys have 3 on 2. We'll go 3 on 2 back, and then after you get 3 on 2 back, the last guy who jumped in, I guess he'll be here. Breakaway. Breakaway with a back checker.
No back checker.
No, the D.
No back checker.
The D back check, but after you go.
Get the D involved in this one. When we do 3 on 2, one of the D takes off.
Maybe 2 goals.
You know what I mean?
No way. Yeah. Fuck that, I'm in blue. I can't do everything.
Let's do this.
Hey! We're going for a world record. World record here. World record.
Let's fucking move our ass!
Give me some of that. Yeah. Woo!
I'm always proud when the Panthers win. You're always a bit relieved as well, because there's so much pressure and tension on you and what have you. I mean, up to a few 5, 6, 7 years ago, although you weren't involved in it, you still felt the pressure so much, and you could feel really bad. You have to put it on in a compartment and say, right, that's the job. Otherwise, you are literally living it 24/7. You're still doing something 7 days a week now, but you have to kind of not put it at arm's length, but put it at arm's length for a couple of hours at least on a weekend or on a Monday or whenever. Otherwise, you'd go around the loop and about 10 bends. But when you beat Sheffield, it's always sweeter because it's Sheffield, because it's built up. I love it when teams like Sheffield and Coventry mouth off and badmouth us, because it makes it easier to be the guy on the moral high ground, and just say, well, we don't do that sort of thing, we've got integrity, but if they want to say that about us, we'll just have to prove them wrong, won't we? And you do it like that and what have you, and it works a treat. It means you're getting the best of both worlds, because you don't have to drop to their level, which is a ridiculous marketing strategy, because when it goes wrong, where do you go to next?
What? Like, they're calling us like that kind of team and everything, so when we went on the ice, we went extra hard because we wanted to show them, and I think it built another rivalry. I think basically they're saying things in the paper and it's fun, it's all fun, but when it comes down on the ice, that's the most important thing, talk is cheap, and I think when we went on the ice after those comments, I think we responded well, and I was really happy about the guys. They responded well, after some of these guys made comments also about Corey and things like that.
We've had this ridiculous outburst from Coventry in this season, which, where do you go from here? If you say they're a bunch of losers, if you call them names, they're Team Hollywood, if you say they're not very hard, we're going to beat them up, if you say they're so far up in the clouds, they're going to read our banners on the way down as we knock them back to the ice, and then lose 4-0 to us and get beat up, to the extent that one of their guys who was in the thick of mouthing off actually hurt his knee because he hit the ice so hard, as well as losing some teeth. Where do you go to next time Panthers are playing in Coventry? When teams have a go at you, you can turn it around, especially when you win 4-0 and 4-1. We've always had this thing going with our friends up the road at Sheffield.
I'm a bit of a hockey geek, so I did the research beforehand and looked a little bit into the history and stuff, and you know, that rivalry is awesome, and I think it's you know, in a number of different for a number of different reasons. Obviously, the long-standing tradition with the two clubs, and the geography with the two teams being so close together, and you know, it's good for the league, it's good for the country, it's good for obviously the two teams involved, and as players. You know, obviously, you know, we love to hate them, but as players, we're really fortunate to have a rivalry like that, and you know, that's one of the things that makes sports special. You know, and it's huge here, and I honestly was a little bit you know, surprised at how big it is, and with the press and the media, and the attention to detail that goes into those games, because those games are so big, and you know, again, to try to explain it to people back home, it's. You know, for us, it's like Red Sox Yankees, like you know, almost just how big it's built up here. And so, like I said, we're fortunate to be a part of something special like that. And you know, it's again, as players, it's great to be a part of that.
I honestly think we've got the best fans in the country, and if there's a particular opponent that's poured petrol on the flames, whether it's Sheffield or Coventry or even Belfast have been known to say the odd thing that can wind the fans up and what have you. If they've poured petrol on the flames, because of the way we do things, it works for us, doesn't it? You know, I mean, you're a fan, you don't like Sheffield. I mean, which Nottingham Panthers fan likes Sheffield? Which Nottingham Panthers fan respects Sheffield and what have you? It just doesn't happen. And so they say something about Nottingham. That winds the fan up. So he's more determined than ever to be there to cheer the team on. The louder the roar, the bigger the score. So he's determined to do it. What's he going to be doing during the week at work? Can't wait for Saturday, we're playing Sheffield. Quite right too. We're like that in the office. Sheffield on Saturday, sir, yeah, I know. And we're getting wound up for it, we're getting built up for it. And anyone I see, they'll say to me, how are you? Are you getting ready for Saturday? Too right, I'm getting ready for Saturday. Too right, we're building up to it. So it spreads and it creeps around like fungus growing through the woods, and suddenly you got more people saying, hey, it's Sheffield on Saturday. Christmas time, this season, we played Sheffield, didn't we? It happens, Bruce, it happens. But from Gedley, Carl Froch is the world super middleweight boxer. And to mark the occasion, I know it's gold, but you have to wear gold if you're the gold medalist, don't you? So we've had a shirt made for each gold.
I got to wear that tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you wouldn't mind. Make a nice
Good job, good job.
This way, guys. But if anyone fancies their chances, Carl's still got a bad hand from the fight, so today's the day, boys. Okay.
Heavyweight. Unless he's got
no, Bruce isn't a heavyweight. Cookie's not a heavyweight.
Good luck tonight, lads. Do the business. Thanks very much. My brother and that's a few of us watching. We've got hardcore fans.
Yeah, I have to tell you, last time Team Froch was either in the box next to me, and rooms. What did you go with? Early doors in? Yeah. His brothers are hanging over the glass. I thought they were going to fall into the bowl downstairs, screaming, "Do him, banjo him, do him, banjo." Or whatever, so they do enjoy it. Carl's going to come on the ice and say hello to the fans as well before the game, and also before the game tonight, lads, Andy Worth will be stepping on the ice. If you could bang your sticks for him, because we just extended the GMB's main sponsorship deal by 2 years as well. So we've got a couple of big announcements tonight, but it's a big game, that's why we wanted to do it. We've got 7,128 in the building tonight. Happens to be 3 more than they claim were in Sheffield last night. I don't know where the figure came from, but our crowd is bigger than their crowd, and it's our turn to do to them what they do to us. All right, boys, have a good game.
Can we just grab a couple of the boys, boys?
Yeah,
boys, can we just grab a couple in there? We'll have a picture took with Carl, just stand with him with the new shirt and stuff, yeah?
Take a good look, guys, then.
Absolutely.
Nick's in there? Okay,
Let me quickly take my stick for it.
Almost has a car on his yeah. He's not a dude that just jumps in there.
Come on, boys, tonight. Come on, boys. It's our fucking building here, eh? It's our show.
Grab Blake, Mark! There you go, boys.
Fucking right.
Get up!
There it is. There it is.
Right back out.
That's it, boys. Good fucking boys. That's it. You fucking
The lineman still cookie. Help me up today. Thanks, buddy.
That shows we're a good fucking team and we're down 1-0. Boys, you coming back?
Did you hear me say you couldn't hear me, right? Because as soon as I yelled it, he was going, I was like, oh, he's way back. Yeah, so I was like, I got center. And then as soon as I know, but that's
I'm just gonna hit.
Oh, great on this fucking thing. Like, come on.
Fucking A, boys! Woo!
That's a fucking good. That's a good.
That's a fucking W right there, boys, eh?
Good job,
Good job, boys. Good job, boys.
Big win, guys. Big win.
Huge win. Huge win.
Yeah. Help me out tonight.
Put the kids home and we'll look at your dinner.
Wait, well done.
Great job, man. Mizey, your best
I'm glad you
Mizey, your best off work is right out.
Rooms.
You gotta like when I have
Those are good for. That's what it does.
Great win, fellas.
That's it.
That's huge, gentlemen.
Well, I'm in the crowd. Let's take it easy. Come on, boys. Let's get up quick. Boys. And then we'll fucking hit the town.
Oh, right on the fuck. He doesn't drive the net, eh?
It's the town. Get game real quick.
We have so many character guys, and every guy, like lots of guys, have different roles. Whether you're a goal scorer, a playmaker, or a grinder, or physical, whatever it is that you do. But each one of those guys with those skill sets are all character guys, and so to be in the room during that game, we were down a goal or when we were tied, whatever. Everybody has a common goal, and with all those guys and having the character they do, there's a lot of resiliency in the room as well, and so obviously that paid dividends for us in that game. So.
Hey guys, it was just like back in Coventry. We never fucking quit. They scored a goal with 13 minutes left. We could have put the old Panthers. We would have put the fucking head between our legs, and we were like, "Fuck it, it's gonna happen." We fucking stuck. We shot the puck like we said between the second. Cookie, hell of a fucking shot, and Mizey finishing out with a fucking shot.
Rights, boys.
Fucking great
Fucking rights,
effort.
boys.
I fucking have goosebumps just talking about it because you guys were fucking awesome together. Team fucking win tonight. Team fucking win.
Hey boys, we had some fucking, in the spirit of being gay, I'm gonna get gay here. We had some big performances. Robbie kept us in all game. Mizey had a 6 snipe. Had a pretty good tuck too. I don't know if you saw that. But no, my hard hat tonight goes to Danny, and for more than anybody else, fucking challenging us to believe in this team as much as he does. And I think lately that's been a huge thing. We believe 60 minutes long, and that started with Mizey. So here's
When I was talking in the second period, I actually forgot the most fucking important guy here. The guy who gives out for everyone. That's fucking good. That's for your. That's
Well, I can't believe you asked me this question. Clarkey and Callie Carlson, they always call me Peter Crouch. So obviously his famous goal celebration is the robot. So whenever we've had a few drinks or we're dancing or something like that, they always try and get me to do the robot. So I just entertain them and give them what they need, so to speak.
The best way to describe the Panthers this year is a team. We've been sticking together through the tough time, the good time, and I think we're a team. And whatever happens for the rest of the year, that we win the playoff, we win the championship, we don't, I will always remember this year for one reason, because we're a team. Guys would stick together. I think a lot of guys made some progress this year by knowing what it takes to win. It has to hurt. And I think a lot of guys have learned that this year. that it's not going to be easy, even if you have a big budget team and you have the fans supporting you. You still have to go on the ice and show it. And I think this year, guys made a big step in the direction that they know that it has to hurt to win some game and to win a championship. And if it's, I always say, it's not a race, it's a marathon, it's a long season, all kind of things could happen.
Panthers is all about an escape from reality. Of course it's a sport. Of course it's about winning. We're putting on a show. It takes a lot of people in hundreds of different ways to put that show together. The players are in the spotlight. The rest are in the shadows. The end product belongs to everyone. The louder the roar, the bigger the score.